on the far north side of maybe the CS building or just east of the library. He's wearing jeans, black shirt, black mask, long rifle. He's wearing jeans, black shirt, black mask, long rifle.
Get right up.
Yeah. You think he'd already be in place?
You would think that. So there's somebody on the roof right there? Just saying.
Huh.
He just ran from over, where's my finger? Whoa. From over there, ran in. And now he's right there. Just saying.
About 5 seconds after I stopped recording is when that person fired. And I saw and heard everything but a muzzle flash. So I did see a flash come from the edge of his gun. As you can see in the video, I couldn't see the gun at the time. It was just the head and shoulders on the roof. But we felt like the little concussive impact from the shot going off. I thought it sounded like a sharp muzzle report. It sounded more like an AR than a large bore hunting rifle, but of course I've never heard a gunfire, around buildings like that. I'm always outside in the desert or something. It was definitely not 12-15. It was 22, if anything. He was in our line of view for about 30 seconds total, and he ran we saw him clear the edge of the building and bob up and down. He would go down and look around and then stand up and run maybe 6 feet forward and then go down, look around again, up 6 feet forward until he got to the edge of the roof. So it looked like a sort of a tactical movement, I would say, which is why I started recording, because I assumed he was a security guard for the event.
Okay.
And that's why I started recording, is because the security guard would be heading towards the main tent and be moving up and down with a long gun in his hand. I was like, that's a little strange. Let's at least record this because this guy this. So by the time I had my phone out, he was in position. I was, of course, only able to film the head and shoulders of him viewing the event there on the roof. And you can tell my video is about 20 seconds. So it took him about 10 seconds to get from the edge of our view to where he laid down to shoot. He was there for 20 seconds while I filmed the video, and then about 5 seconds after I stopped the video, that's when he fired. And then firing, he was maybe on the ground for 5 more seconds before he stood up and absolutely sprinted off the roof.
Okay, and just in what you saw with your eyes, did that look like he was wearing jeans or tactical gear?
No, not jeans. It was all tactical. He definitely had a face mask on. I couldn't tell if he was wearing gloves, so I couldn't tell race because all of his skin was covered, but I know he was wearing completely all black.
Fascinating. So I don't know it's very strange that the feds are putting out just a totally different story here, because actually on the police scanner, they described a guy in a face mask and tactical gear. So I think most people called that in, and then suddenly now they're saying he just kind of wore jeans.
Yeah, absolutely all black. And the rifle looked smaller than the Mauser they recovered.
Is on top of the building on the far north side, just east of the library, wearing jeans, black shirt, black vest. Just advising, there is another report. Gunshots heard near the library at UVU. They're trying to lock the library down now, still gathering.
She's saying they just got another report of shots fired at UVU library.
Spoke to a student, said that the shooter is on top of the building on the far north side of maybe the CS building or just east of the library. He's wearing jeans, black shirt, black mask, long rifle.